That's what we see Jay-Z as the. That's what we see Puff as the music don't become how you pay the bills. It's a lot of pressure off of it. You got other things bringing in income. You can make music.
This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face. Like what the fuck is going on? Who told you that song and did you know all along? And why did your bitch sell that painting 2 weeks after he was gone? I'm gonna tell you what it feels like. It feels a little fishy. Feels like something's going on ever since that John Legend song and Khaled's prediction of a Grammy. If you ask me, I can't stand him. Seems a little weird. Question number one, why's there no blood? Question number two, Sam left in the AM is true, but you're talking about the shits all up in the afternoon. Don't trip, we're gonna find out the truth soon. Who did what to who? Did they plan to eat the chili fries or was it just a surprise? Can you see the lies of witness in a cowboy's eyes? Are we gonna just sit here and forget? Are we gonna ride like Nip said? It's a little weird that the judge quit. Handing out immunities like candy makes me sick. I got a lot of unanswered questions like, why's the footage all grit and I can't see shit? Who the fuck is that white man in that white BMW? Probably was the FBI. Yeah, I noticed that white guy, and I noticed the car wasn't in the pictures when they showed them afterwards. They thought we would forget. They got that shit backwards. They weren't expecting me to drop this track and raise all these questions with my Mac words. I'm really mobbing through LA smoking backwoods. I've been doing this shit all my life. TMC, AMI. You might just see an empty parking lot when you ride by. Well, me, I see way more. I see an independently owned store. I see the community taking power back, whether you're white, Mexican, Asian, or black. As long as you're not blue. Good ones, there might be a few, but from my life experience, I'm like, fuck that. I'm not defending Eric, but what's the fucking delay? They requested a quick trial, it's been over 800 days. They try to distract us in so many clever, creative ways. Yeah, you got your Grammy, and now you're a billionaire. But what about the families that are still living there? Seems a little unfair, just a little something to compare. I never seen a fireman wearing a bulletproof vest. Yes, the shit to me seems a little suspect. The shit's a little weird. Crisis actors taking away our fathers, making our child some bastards, killing creative men and women for their masters. The waves that Nip wrote in, you didn't know where to begin. A bunch of new chapters. You didn't think about what would happen after. We would put the pieces together on your transparent bullshit. I can see right through it, like the clear blue sky in the LA sunny weather, where the palm trees swing side to side and we ride together on a white horse or a double R hearse in a foreign car. Either way, you gotta be on guard because they're on tap for anyone who's brown or black with tats. Everybody sees it, but nobody wants to attack. It's sad if you ask. We all gotta blast back. We're in the game, but we can't touch the ball. Seems a little unfair if you ask me, that's all. So take your ignorant ass to YouTube and type in Tanique Reviews to get the real news. We're doing the shit for justice, not views. Sharing knowledge and coming together, that's the real tool. He tried to lead us to the lake, so don't sleep on the knowledge that he gave to me and you. He wanted us to learn from his mistakes, so with our new knowledge, good decisions we could make. And also one thing I wanted to say myself, they killed Dr. Sebi because he was teaching health. Assassins, they come in all shapes and sizes, big booties, hips and thighs. Oh, you're Diddy's girl, right? Oh yeah, John Legend, some things happen at your video shoot. I got a couple questions for you. All those strings you pulled, you still can't make a rap hit. You punk ass little bitch, you probably got a little dick. All the shit that you have to did. This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face. This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face.
What up? What up? What's up with everybody? Good morning, good afternoon to you. Good morning, good afternoon. I am Tanique, and of course, this is Tanique Reviews. No question about that. We'd like to get this in the way. Everything on this podcast is used for entertainment, spiritual. Everything on this podcast is alleged and used for entertainment, spiritual, educational, religious purposes. Let me get that in the way, definitely. And we're still talking about
come back. When did the DNA come back?
It came back 2 months ago.
the operation that brought, at least I think it has, brought the Rolling 60s to a standstill, that's for sure. If not, people, every man for himself, definitely brought it to a standstill. Absolutely incredible. After yesterday, we learned a little bit more about it. Charges are serious. They're calling Big Eugene Henley Jr., age 58, the mastermind behind a sophisticated criminal operation. Yes, a sophisticated criminal operation. Ran just as sophisticated as the mob. That's a heavy thing to say, but nevertheless, they did say it. It was ran as sophisticated as the mob, man, extorting people and everything. Just to give you an idea of some of the things that my guy's been charged with, some serious stuff. You know, it's up on your screen. If you look up, you'll see it. He's been charged with murder, definitely murder. No question about that. Kidnapping, robbery, extortion, fraud, just a host of things. Human trafficking is what it's called. I mean, this is like just unbelievable. All this stuff. Any one of these charges, if you just drop all of them and choose one, they carry life in prison, or the murder would probably carry the death penalty with the feds. There's no question about that. The person that allegedly they're talking about he murdered is a young rapper out of Los Angeles named Rashad Williams. I think he also played football for some organization that's affiliated with Big U as well too. And they're saying they allegedly pulled his DNA off the body of this young man whom somebody killed and threw him off Highway, I think 15 out of Las Vegas. This is some pretty big stuff, man. This is I don't even think serious is the word. This is something beyond serious, but it's real. You know, yeah, these people have mothers and fathers and parents and stuff involved. This is heavy stuff, man. So, and we know that the feds don't even bring charges unless they 100%, convinced that you gone to jail. And yesterday started the countdown when he turned himself in, because from what I understand, when it comes towards federal charges, the way the deals work is the first one to talk. That's the one they going with. That's the one that will usually see a date or usually go home. So I don't think nobody's went home yet, but I know that deal starts now. There's no question about that. It starts right now. That is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. That deal starts now. So I told you guys a few weeks ago. I was looking at Whack 100. I saw him on TikTok. I didn't even see him on Adam 22 show. I saw him on TikTok. He was on somebody else's platform. And man, like he's about to bust open. He wanted to say something. He just came out the blue and said, you know what? He got it from the highest authority that Big U was definitely being sought after, his DNA for being involved with the murder of a young man that used to actually use his address. And I'm like, what? So I've been kind of looking out for this, way back then. And so I'm gonna let you guys hear what actually transpired, so you guys will know what really happened. Because Wack broke, I gotta give credit where credit's due. I don't care how he got it, but Wack broke this story open 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, this guy was telling everybody who would listen on TikTok, and he said that the young man, where he found out was the young man's mother called him. And so now we have some newly released leaked phone calls of that conversation between Whack 100 and Rayshawn Williams' mom. And you can hear it for yourself. And take a listen to this, because when I listened to the phone call early this morning, I started to come on early this morning, I was shocked at something else she said. Now, none of this is verified. Y'all finna hear it just like I did for the first time. I heard it this morning. I didn't feel like coming online, waking all y'all up, but I heard it this morning, and I was like, I'm gonna let the subs hear this stuff. And in it, if you pay close attention and listen, I hope I got the thing set up right. She's gonna say some remarkable things. It wasn't just about her son. She says, this is not her words. She said that one of the same prosecutors that was in the Nipsey Hussle prosecution of Eric Holder is going to be prosecuting this case with her son over this case that Big U is involved with. One of the same prosecutors in Nip's trial is going to be prosecuting Big U, and that they were going to definitely be prosecuting Nipsey Hussle's murder in this case with her son. And now, of course, I heard Wax say this 2 weeks ago. So I don't know when it was that she called him, but you're going to hear them you're gonna hear her discuss that they even told her, of when this was going to approximately be. And if you take it from when I heard this a while ago, it's now. Hey, Black Queen Jax, how you? And I'm like, man, this is incredible. So I'm gonna let you guys listen to it. For those of you who ain't heard it, this is actually the phone call that came to WAC 100, helping WAC, see exactly what was going on. So I'm gonna let you guys hear it for the first time over here on YouTube. I know some of y'all may have heard it, but a lot of people ain't. So I'm gonna let them hear it. And this kind of got the ball rolling.
The test come back. When did the DNA come back?
It came back 2 months ago.
And they still ain't arrested the nigga?
Well, they told me between me and you, please, Black one, between me and you, don't tell nobody because they don't want nobody to know. They're going to be making an arrest the ending of March, the beginning of April.
Gotcha. I'm gonna sit back and watch the show. I don't give a
And
fuck
they basically gonna put his case and Nipsey Hussle case together. Yeah. The same person that the DNA that the lawyer for Nipsey Hussle is gonna be doing my brother case too.
You mean the DA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
District attorney. Oh, okay. When did the test come back? When did the DNA come back?
It came back 2 months ago.
And they still ain't arrested the nigga?
Well, they told me between me and you, please, Black one, between me and you, don't tell nobody because they don't want nobody to know. They're going to be making an arrest the ending of March, the beginning of April.
Gotcha. I'm gonna sit back and watch the show. I don't give a fuck.
And they basically.
So that's what got the ball rolling. So Black Queen Jax says her saying between me and you, she wasted her breath saying that. Cause soon as they hung up, he ran out the. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I heard it on. I didn't hear it on Clubhouse. He was doing an interview. He's even making the interview circuit. And I heard it on somebody's podcast. It wasn't Adam 22. It wasn't Clubhouse. It may have been even Cam Capone. I don't know, but I know he was about to bust in that interview. And even the person doing the interview, like, man, you serious? He's like, yeah, I'm serious, bro. Like, I just got the phone call. So you're right, Black Queens. The minute he got that information, he's about to bust. And it was so funny. Yesterday, I went back and I looked online. Y'all can look it up too. I saw Big U, and Pam was right yesterday. He was saying that Wax said he was going to take his business and stuff. he was blaming the whole arrest on WAC 100. Let me tell you something. And I've said this over and over and over again. You heard Crown Reed said yesterday. You heard Chef. Chef really been harping on this for the longest. Chef been harping on why these so-called street gangs now let all their guys come on YouTube and spill all gang secrets and stuff like that. But man, over the years, I've heard a lot of people tell on themselves. I was thinking when a while ago, and I seen the video. Ain't been that long, about a week ago. I seen the video when Reggie Wright Jr. came on here and I was online trying to defend everything, concluding Tupac. He did a lot of singing on himself. You ain't got to sing. But one of the videos he did that I'll never forget is when it comes to the Notorious Biggs case, was a video where he came out and said that Puffy called Right Way Security looking for security for the event, the Peterson Museum. This is on video. I seen it about a week ago. He's on bond person. Now I know the feds got this too. He's looking for security. So Puffy dialed Right Way Security, which is named that security company. And he said out of his own mouth that Puffy told him every place that the Notorious B.I.G. was going to be at. And he heard everything in full detail before he told him, nope, we got something else to do. And he never identified the Puffy, you calling Death Row Security. So them people knew what the Notorious B.I.G. That's well over enough for the feds to come back and use that against you, that you confessed before the whole world on social media that Puffy gave you every single place that the Notorious B.I.G. was going to be at. For what we know, you could have sold that information, used that information. That is not something you should have came on social media and said, knowing that Keefe D say you, the star witness for the prosecution, is the main suspect in organizing this murder. Take a listen to what Keefe D had to say about the hit that was put on Suge and Tupac. Listen to what Keefe D say. Pay close attention to what he says. He says their star witness, and he identifies Reggie Wright Jr. as their star witness. Now, you say, well, how would they prove that? They could go back and get that same video that I'm talking about, and where he confesses that Puffy gave him all of the information, location, and everything, and you just put yourself right in the mix of a person of interest when it comes to at least the Notorious Big situation. That's for sure. You just made yourself a person of interest by just coming on social media. So I'll never understand why these cats come on social media and tell everything, knowing that anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
We ain't meant to survive because it's a setup.
The death of rap legend Tupac Shakur nearly 30 years ago became one of the nation's most notorious unsolved murders.
Hey, Keith, Metro Police, come over here.
Then in 2023, a breakthrough when prosecutors charged this man with ordering the hit, the only person arrested for Shakur's murder, who now tells ABC News authorities have the wrong man.
I'm innocent. I ain't killed nobody, never did ever kill nobody. They don't have no evidence against me. Came and put me in Las Vegas.
61-year-old Dwayne Keffy D. Davis says the night of the murder, September 7, 1996, he was in Los Angeles, 300 miles from the Las Vegas intersection where Tupac Shakur was gunned down.
Prove that I orchestrated this. You know what I'm saying? Your key witness orchestrated this. They top witness is the lead suspect.
The defense pointing to someone else, Reggie Wright Jr., a former cop and security guard for record mogul Suge Knight, who was driving the car Tupac was in the night he was shot. Wright has denied any involvement and has said, "It bothers me because I was in charge of possibly protecting this young man." And prosecutors say Davis incriminated himself in his 2019 memoir, Compton Street Legend, and in this on-camera interview.
You said the shots came from the back. Who shot Tupac?
They keep it for the code of the streets. It just came from the backseat, bro.
Davis now says his previous admissions connected with the shooting were made under duress and for money, claiming he did not write his own memoir and was fed information by police.
I shouldn't have said nothing. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have said nothing. And I'm innocent, man.
Prosecutors decline to respond directly to Davis's new claims. They say their case is strong and they expect a conviction. Tupac Shakur is one of the best-selling rap artists of all time, 75 million albums to date. Most of those sales posthumously, thanks in part to hits like California Love. Davis's arrest followed years of fan-driven theories that an intense rivalry between East Coast and West Coast rappers sparked the fatal attack on Shakur.
And I'm being held against my will. I'm supposed to be out there enjoying my twilight. God got my back.
That's what I'm talking about. So you use that, and he's saying that the man is number one suspect. Then bring his video he did on Bond first that Puffy called out there and gave him all of this man's location and stuff like that. I don't know what made people get on the internet and say stuff like that and don't think he's going to come back to hunt them. And so, to me, I believe what that lady's saying because of this video here that Loose Cannon did on what's this show? Adam 22 show, No Jumper. I mean, just pay attention because they deleted this video since then. So take a listen to what Loose Cannon said that's being alleged. Listen to it.
The test come back. When did the DNA come back?
It came back 2 months ago.
That's what fucked me up because my cousin is Nipsey baby mama. You get what I'm saying? So it was like I could have probably stopped it or it had it.
Stop what? Fuck you mean? That fuck you talking about?
No, because listen. So after I talked to Nipsey and I was like, "Yeah, I love you, cuz," or whatever like that. I'll see you later or whatever. So I hung up the phone. I thought Big U gave wrong information. 30 minutes later, the homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey, and so I'm like,
Wait. You get a call from Big U telling you
Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, call Nip. Nip answer the phone.
Yep. And
you
we
like
were just talking on regular. So it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
and
just
30 minutes after you get out the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early. So it's like I don't know who to trust.
Now let me ask you a question.
So clearly, you can see there that is information, and they arrested Loose Cannon. They also arrested Big Baby. That is information that could definitely be used. And if it's Apple, then that phone call was stored, and they had well over enough time to go back and retrieve that phone call and all that stuff like that. So if this stuff has any validity, I would say, based on definitely what Rayshawn Williams' mom said, that they were going to definitely bring Nipsey's situation into the case with her son, that now is the time they probably collecting everything these people ever said on social media platforms. You know what's wrong with these people? Big U got Big U arrested on these social media platforms, the Breakfast Club and stuff, talking about stuff. If you ain't involved in somebody's situation, you shouldn't have nothing to say about it. Nothing at all to say about it. And some of the stuff that he said, and some of the, even the cruel, inhumane things he said when he didn't even care about Nip being gunned down, now it's gonna come back to hunt him. His own words. And here you have a guy who's affiliated with you, the rolling 60s, saying that this man called him before anything happened to Nip and told him that Nip had died. He panicked, and this is Nip's baby's mom's cousin. So this is Tanisha's cousin, her first cousin. Nip's daughter, Amani's second cousin. He panicked. You know, he was shocked, and he jumped on the phone and called Nip, and Nip answered. And he said, this is like 30 minutes before anything happened. Now, instead of him telling what he just heard, he said everything seemed normal and cool. He just didn't go into it. Then exactly 30 minutes after the fact, he started getting phone calls from the hood and stuff, letting him know that they had gunned down Nipsey Hussle. I mean, I'm sorry. That is well over enough information. That's verifiable information for you to bring charges against somebody. And it definitely establishes that Big U knew in advance that something was going to happen to Nipsey. I don't care how you want to look at it. That is the honesty. That is well over enough to establish that. That is verifiable. Subpoenas to Apple. You can get that information. Even if you just get the fact that somebody called, like I said, you ain't even got to be able to hear the conversation. Just look and see that calls were made in that direction. I mean, all that stuff is verifiable. And if that be the case, you could use these videos to prosecute an individual on this kind of information. These guys came online and snitched on themselves. You know, they want to get mad at everybody else. All they had to do is go stay offline themselves. Go sit down somewhere. But whatever that psychologist is, psychologist said if you start talking about something a killer was involved with, they have to come on and talk on it. I mean, they do. You'd be surprised who the police use, like on vloggers. They use police, have them talking about stuff, and the vloggers would deliberately say something wrong. And the minute they say something wrong, the person who involved with the murder will bring their dumb ass on here and try and correct you inside of the chat box. That's because they're narcissistic. They'll tell you, oh, that ain't how it happened. And then you just sit back and watch. And now the police have real good information on who did this, what screen names they're using. Because these fools can't help but come and try and correct you because they want you to know how it was done the right way. And the cops saying, man, nobody would have knew that but the person that was there. And now they can start tracing your IP address and everything like that and get you arrested. They dumb. It is true, Black Queens. I'm telling you, I've seen it. I've seen them do it. The police come and say, okay, well, look, start talking about this murder case. Wow, just to talk about it, just say what's on here. And I'll say, okay, well, the girl was struck in the head and she fell to the right. Them fools be like, no, damn it. They be in the chat box. She didn't fall to the right. She fell to the left. And nobody struck her in the head. We smacked her. So when she was smacked, she fell to the left, dummy. Why you saying she fell to the right? And the cop be like, that's the person who did it. That's the only way they would have known. They would have all you gotta do is keep hitting it wrong, and they will stay inside the chat box trying to correct you on everything you do. And she was wearing a kind of teal. Not fool, she was not wearing teal. She was wearing blue jeans. Where you getting your information, fool? I mean, I be cracking up, and the police be like, keep going, keep going. And I'd be like, it happened on 67th Street. No, it didn't. It happened on 65th. What is fool getting this information? Man, you got wrong information. It was on 65th. And the police be, okay, trace that person right there. Trace it. Do you got the IP address? And then they go arrest them damn bastards because they be online. They be online tricking on themselves. And he'd be like, man, this is incredible. They'd be like, that's the killer right there. Nobody would have knew that but the killer. We didn't even put that in the paper or put that online. The only way that person would have knew is that they were there and they were involved. And you would be surprised how many murders, how many crimes are being solved right here on social media. All we got to do is talk about it and, and say the shit all wrong. And the people who did it going to come right inside the box and they're going to put the truth in there. And the police be, that's what we're looking for right there. There you go. Get the IP address and everything. And then they're arrested because they ain't here talking. Because these people who do this stuff are narcissistic. They come right in here, want to hear what everybody got to say about telling on themselves. SW originals, they tell on themselves. And that's what we're talking about when it comes to Big U and all these guys. They've been online since 2019 telling on themselves. Everything they did. First off, you know, when DJ Khaled, John Legend shot that video, all of us knew long before Black Sam was ever on Big Boy show. We were all talking about the security and how there was a threat on the set. That's what it was titled online. Most of the stuff in 2019, the threat on the set. That somebody was threatening Nipsey Hussle on that video shoot. We already reported it. We reported it like the next day after it happened. What's up, Philly Bill? We always strong when we Philly strong. We called it the threat on the set. And they were trying to lock down that building they were in where they shot that video at. And they were supposed to have secured the whole building, but I think the people in the building only let them secure the upper floors to that building. And they went on in a scurry to try and find security to secure the building. Now we know that it wasn't necessarily for Nipsey Hussle, but it was for the people that he shot that video with. And you can rest for sure, if nothing more than that, because that's verifiable too. I mean, what is verifiable? Black Sam told you in the Big Boy interview. He told you that they had to increase security, not for Nip, but to make sure that DJ Khaled and John Legend were safe. That's what he told you. Now they're coming out of Nip brother's mouth, not out of mine. He told you they had to do what they could to make sure they held it down strong and made sure that Khaled and Legend were safe and got them out safe. Now we know who was after them. It's allegedly Big U. That's a part of the racketeering and shit he gonna be charged with. You don't own Los Angeles. I told you that was the stupidest thing you could have did. Bring your ass out on social media talking with Snoop Dogg. You own Los Angeles. Y'all better check in with me. Like them dumb motherfuckers all going to jail. I told y'all back in 2019 they were going to jail. Especially with an administration like this. You got Negroes claiming, oh, we own Los Angeles. You can't come to Los Angeles. You check in with us. Man, please, you got now the real gangbangers after y'all ass. The real gangbangers after y'all ass now. The federal government. What's up, Tisha Max? I was waiting to see you pop out on this long live Aramis loose cannon filled in the blanks on that. Yeah, he did. That's why I keep telling people. These people, I don't know why they don't seem to understand. Oh man, I don't know what to say. These people telling themselves. Black Queen Jack says, I'm so glad that young man who scratched Big U and got his DNA on his fingernails, you think you can walk around here hurting people who don't agree with you? That's what I'm saying. You know what? You can only bully people for so long. You ain't gonna bully people all their life. Now people gonna be scared for a point. But now you got some new bullies out, and they wasn't scared. They ain't scared. To me, the guy at that age, he said 21 years ago, he came back home from jail. And she went got your job at Taco Bell and McDonald's somewhere, and sat down instead of being out here in this young man's race, thinking you're going to intimidate somebody. Now you're going to spend the next 40, 50, 60 years in prison until you die. It don't make any sense to me at all whatsoever. It don't make no sense at all, man, at all whatsoever. And as KVD said, y'all just heard him say it, he should be in his twilight. I cracked myself up. He should be in his twilight. That's what he said. I didn't say it. He said it. And you sitting out here about to go to the penitentiary at 58 years of age. Ain't nobody in there going to be intimidated at all whatsoever.
Right now at 11, a big announcement from federal authorities about the Rollin 60s neighborhood Crips gang in South LA. Detectives have arrested multiple people, and this morning they're still looking for others. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Annabelle Sedano. Let's get right to it. We have live team coverage of this breaking news. NBC4's Michelle Vyas is in Westwood with more on the arrest. But let's get started with Alex Rosier. He was at that press conference and joins us live from downtown LA. Alex.
Yeah, they talked a lot about a number of people in this press conference, but the main focus was on a man named Eugene Henley. The feds say he committed a series of racketeering crimes, including extortion, human trafficking, fraud, and the murder of a rapper in 2021. But this same man, Eugene Henley.
Now, notice what they said. They didn't say possible murder. They said he is definitely accused of this murder. They say he's accused of the murder of Rashawn Williams in 2021. So to me, whatever evidence they got back, they got it back, and it proved murder, and they're saying he did it. So they're not calling him in to ask him no questions. They're calling him in to convict him. And it probably would have went over better for him had he turned himself in faster than he did. All that shooting videos and stuff like that, letting the police announce you as a fugitive, all that's going to work against him even more. And so racketeering, human trafficking, I mean, just this is unbelievable. And, you know, two of the, like I say, the main two witnesses against him for the racketeering thing like that, again, it's Draymond Green and Shaquille O'Neal. But they took $20,000 for great Draymond. He got mad, called the FBI. Man. Come on, great Draymond. You could have wrote that off on taxes. You could have wrote that off. Somebody, I mean, one of the, if not both of them. I mean, you know, that was something else. I mean, how many other people they've hit up since 2019 or how long this has been going? Nobody really knows how long it's been going. But it's been going for a second. I mean, Los Angeles has set the bar once again with a criminal enterprise being ran mob style, jacking up musicians, jacking up athletes and entertainers for money, or you can't come to the city of Los Angeles. What's up, champion gamer? I mean, think about what I'm saying. I mean, I don't even know how many athletes they could have been jacking up. How many times different teams have crossed over into Los Angeles and they got to worry about, yeah, man, Jimmy, he up there jacking NBA players. And this is not limited to the NBA. Those are just two people that comes to mind right away. It was Draymond and Shaq. But they're saying like it's actors, entertainers, singers, musicians. And they also have, well, I ain't even going into that. But nevertheless, anybody who's involved with that stuff, the checking and stuff is going down. All those that ain't turning state evidence, because you got some people that's involved with it, but they're going to testify for the state. They're going to testify, yeah, he did extort this person. He did extort that person. I'm like, man, this is incredible. So y'all other gangbangers in other states, y'all got to up it to a whole nother level. Look at Los Angeles, man, they getting down. They're extorting the movie stars. Y'all cannot do movies in Los Angeles except unpaid. And that's kind of like what the mob actually did, come to think of it. The mob was extorting businesses and stuff, want us to protect you, keep you from getting robbed. And that's exactly what the RICO was built for. So if the RICO was built for that and they got the evidence of that, Nah, man, he gone for forever. Forever and a day. Championship gamer, he's gone forever and a day. He's not getting out. No, he ain't getting out of here. They got him. They absolutely got him.
That's what fucked me up because my cousin is Nipsey baby mama. You get what I'm saying? So it was like I could have probably stopped it or it had it.
Stop what? Fuck you mean? That fuck you talking about?
No, because listen. So after I talked to Nipsey and I was like, "Yeah, I love you, cuz," or whatever like that. I'll see you later or whatever. So I hung up the phone. I thought Big U gave wrong information. 30 minutes later, the homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey. And so I'm like,
Wait. You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, call Nip. Nip answer the phone.
Yeah. And
you like
just talking on regular. So it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
and
just
30 minutes after you get off the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early. So it's like I don't know who to trust.
Now let me ask you a question. The test come back. When did the DNA come back?
It came back 2 months ago.
And they still ain't arrested the nigga?
Well, they told me between me and you, please, between me and you, don't tell nobody because they don't want nobody to know. They're going to be making an arrest the ending of March, the beginning of April.
Gotcha. I'm going to sit back and watch the show. You know, I don't give a
and they basically gonna put his case and Nipsey Hussle case together. Yeah. The same person that the DNA that the lawyer for Nipsey Hussle was going.
You're absolutely right, Billy Bill. You're absolutely right. Loose Cannon connected all those dots, and that's why I know that video is taken down. So you had to find it, but nevertheless. I can't even get the words out. That is definitely. I'm sure that's one of the videos they would definitely use because I remember when the guy came out and he dropped that information about calling Nip, and Nip got on there and I was like, "What's up, 3J? It's over." That's what. That's what we need to know. 3J knows everything. 3J got the information. If you want to come up on this live 3J, you can. And I'm sorry. When I heard that, I was like, man, what's up, Nathan Rizzy? When I heard that, I was like, that's all verifiable. That's what I said when I first heard that a while ago. I was like, that's all verifiable information. If that information can be verified, it definitely establishes at least Big U knew that something was going to happen in Nipsey before it even happened. And that, to me, explains why the people at the marathon didn't react in the way that Black Sam said they should. I mean, you know, Black Sam told y'all there's a way things go when Hustle pull up. And y'all know when Hustle pull up, y'all know to get the hoodies, grab the piece, and, you know, do what you got to do, stand on business. He said that this was a fact. What's up, Jacqueline Jackson in the building? Karma is a bitch. Long live Nip. That's what I'm talking about. And this, of course, would be the month that Nip Hussle was gunned down, too. So even when she said, Rashad Williams' mother, that they wanted to wait until March, I knew then that this woman was telling the truth. They chose March because Hussle died in March. What better time than to launch your to launch this whole campaign of warrants for the federal government want to put Big U away? Why not? If you think he is involved with it, why not launch it in March? They could have launched it in February, but they chose March and April. 3J said they've been looking into this since Quando cousin. You know, absolutely. That's the other reason why somebody told me yesterday that they picked up Rick Baby. So it won't look so bad when he started dropping more information down on Dirk. I was surprised that Dirk was so loose with his mouth and shit, you know, with strangers, you know, not being from California, being from Chicago. Chicago don't move like that. So I was a little shocked that Dirk went around and then knowing who Big Dirk is, I'm just a little surprised that he was be doing some of the shit he'd be doing with people who not from the Midwest. But nevertheless, they got Brick Baby, Loose Cannon. Both these guys now are in jail. And if you look, they tie up Chicago, they tie up Los Angeles, they tie up Georgia. Sloppy work, 3J. That's what I'm saying, man. Coming from where that boy come from, I'm just surprised at him even associating himself with Brick, because now Chicago get down. Yeah, I mean, I'm just surprised, because the way that should have happened was you just get a couple of hitters from Chicago, just jump in the car from Chicago and go handle business. That's usually how that's done. You don't go down to nobody else's town with a guy who's partly affiliated with Georgia, partly affiliated with Los Angeles, but have no ties at all in the Midwest. That don't even make any sense. So to me, Dirk fucked himself up too. He wanted to go to jail. That's why I look at it. It is more organized. It is. That's why I'm just shocked. 3J. When I think about that situation, I don't know. I guess entertainment just does something to somebody. But somebody coming up the way Dirk came up, I'm just surprised that that you would go and even be fucking with somebody who straddled the fence like that. I'm in Georgia one minute, I'm in LA the next minute. I get out of jail, don't nobody know the fuck I am. All of a sudden now I become the sensation on the internet, and he ain't even did anything to become a sensation, but start arguing with Whack 100. And arguing with Whack 100 makes you famous? Shit, I need to go argue with Whack 100 too then. Shit, I need to have Whack go off on me so he can help me build my subs and shit up. But that's all you got to do. And Dirk going down to Atlanta and trusting with somebody who's not rooted and stooped in the Midwest don't even make any sense to me. But it's looking like Dirk can kiss it farewell, goodbye. So who would have thought that in 2019, when we started looking into this murder and this death investigation, the untimely murder and untimely death of Nip Hussle, that it would have ties to Chicago, Georgia? It's just incredible. Nobody could have foreseen this. And that I think that Loose Cannon, that thing he just did on Adam 22, that was probably the last piece of information that they needed. And to me, that is verifiable information through Apple, through subpoenas, and you'll be able to learn that definitely, based upon the information we got from Loose Cannon, that Big U knew that something was going to happen to Nip Hussle. No question about that.
That's what fucked me up, because my cousin is Nipsey baby mama. You get what I'm saying? So it was like I could have probably stopped it, or it had it.
Stop what? Fuck you mean? That fuck are you talking about?
No, because listen. So after I talked to Nipsey and I was like, "Yeah, I love you, cuz," or whatever like that. I'll see you later or whatever. So I hung up the phone. I thought Big U gave wrong information. 30 minutes later, the homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey, and so I'm like,
wait. You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, call Nip. Nip answer the phone.
Yeah. And
you
we
like
were just talking on regular. So it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it, because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
and
just
30
never
minutes after you get out the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early. So it's like I don't know who to trust.
Now let me ask you a question.
See, that's what I'm saying. Look at Champion Gamer says. Champion Gamer says Cannon's story has changed a lot. Just Gene Deal has about what happened to Biggie. No, it ain't changed too much from the first time that I heard it. And I heard it a little bit before they filmed it on No Jumper. So it ain't changed too much. I get, to me, you worry about a person who can tell you the same thing straight, because that means they really went through trouble of rehearsing it. But it ain't changed too much. The bottom line was he got a phone call before Nip had anything had happened to him, and he talked to Nip, and then he threw it away, and then like 30 minutes later, So they called and said Nip had been gunned down. So that was pretty much the basis of what he had to say, and that stayed the same. It's a video of Big U laughing at Nip getting killed. Yeah, that's what I was saying yesterday, 3J. I was like, the guy, he could have just been a decent human being, but he was laughing. And I'm like, how can you laugh at anybody being, shot, gunned down? That's not a laughing matter. I thought he would have had just compassion as a human being and wants being Nipsey's manager. But yeah, I know there's a video of him laughing and saying all kind of crazy things. Champion Games says better stay off them small hats podcast. That's what I keep saying, man. These cats came on social media and implicated themselves and gave only information that a killer would know, that somebody involved would know, and they didn't think the feds would listen. They didn't think they were listening, but they were listening. And they're documenting and they're recording videos, and they have the best computers, especially when it's coming out of a person's mouth. Coming right out of their mouth. They don't even have to be on here.
The test come back? When did the DNA come back?
It came back 2 months ago.
And they still ain't arrested the nigga?
Well, they told me between me and you, please, between me and you, don't tell nobody because they don't want nobody to know. They're going to be making an arrest the ending of March, the beginning of April.
Gotcha. I'm gonna sit back and watch the show. I don't give a
And
fuck.
they basically gonna put his case and Nipsey Hussle case together. The same person that the DNA the lawyer for Nipsey Hussle is gonna be doing my brother case too.
You mean the DA?
So here you had his mother telling you here that they're going to involve Nipsey's case along with her son, Rashawn Williams. I mean, this is like probably almost a month ago. So she knew this was going to happen before it even happened. And they wanted it to happen in March, the anniversary of the unnecessary killing of Nip Hussle. She knew this was going to happen. She ain't surprised. You heard her on the phone. And she said one of the prosecutors who prosecuted Eric Holder is involved with this federal prosecution. That shouldn't be hard to prove. Jacqueline Jackson said he really did. I don't even know. I didn't even say that. It's unbelievable, man. These cats all on social media do things in the building. What's up? 3J says it was all about power. Even in the document states, Big U said, ain't other Crip bigger than him. Not even Nip. Man, Nip blew him out the way. He don't know where he come from. Maybe in his own mind. But to me, Nip Hussle showed a lot of African American men in Los Angeles that they can make it without gang banging, that they can have their own businesses. And they were able to see that through him. And a lot of people who wasn't making money are definitely making money now, selling hats, T-shirts. And he really had a big impact in a lot of people's lives. That is the truth. I don't care what anybody say. Jealousy. And exactly, 3J, man, exactly. Jealous. They were jealous. I mean, seriously. You only thing you know is racketeering and taking somebody else's money. You want to get out and do it for your own self. Damn shame. Robbie James says Big U was always jealous of them. Absolutely. No question about that. I believe that. Also, have you heard about the Biggie Crown sold for millions and Tupac's songs are for sale and Johnny Taylor family is fighting to get his money? Yeah, I heard about Johnny Taylor, Biggie. I don't know if Biggie's people gonna sell his music, and I don't see such with Tupac's sisters selling anything of Pac's right now. They don't have to, so I don't really believe that's gonna happen like that. But Johnny Taylor's family been fighting for years to try and get his money and stuff like that. Hell, Johnny Taylor, when he was alive, he was fighting to get his money and stuff together himself. And this is why what happened to Angie Stone becomes even more prevalent in what we're talking about right now. Angie Stone came out and is all know what the hell is wrong with her family, mad at bloggers. You go sit your ass down Angie's the one came on social media and involved the whole world with her own business. How the hell they gonna be mad at bloggers when the woman came on social media saying she was voodooed, she was witchcraft hoodooed and everything, and was telling the public they stole her money. She invited the public into her life, and they stole her money. The music industry didn't give her money back. Now I wish she'd been more focused and put somebody out there that we could have did something about. That's part of the reason why we still cover Nip. What did he say? And they said, Nip, you're talking about Dr. Sadie, man. They may kill you, man. What you want to do if they kill you? What Nip said, well, if they kill me, he said, we better ride for him. That's what he said. So at least we had one entertainer say that we better ride for him. So yeah, hell, ride any way you can. I don't know nothing but to keep his name up here. Hell, I had a guy write a whole song about him. So every day it comes on, you still get to hear him. You won't forget about it. I'm still riding for him. Everybody else came, got views, got subs, and they gone. I'm still here. I'm still right here. We're still talking about Nip. We're still talking about Lauren. We're still talking about Tanisha. Now we got Big U. We still here talking about it. Been talking about it every day since it happened in 2019. Keeping his name out there. Still riding for him best way I can. Won't let y'all forget. That's all I can do. And I'd like to think that this is some of the reason why they're still investigating, still looking. They thought it was going to die down, but they realized, these people ain't going to die down. Because the brother said, y'all ride for me. That's what he said. And he died believing that if something would happen to him, that the people who were his fans were going to ride for him. He really believed that. You go watch that interview and listen to him. You can see it in his eyes. He really believed that his fan base was going to ride for him. And I believe it's no more than keeping his name alive. And to me, as long as we here on social media, keeping his name hype, my boy Rain Cash rapping about him, that it keeps it in the police mind and stuff like that. As long as we talking about Tupac, Vegas can't escape the shooting that happened in Vegas. People don't even want to go to Vegas to gamble anymore. And if you track what actually occurred, it would be a lot of things have happened in Vegas, but most things stayed in Vegas. But what happened to Pac and Suge did not stay in Vegas. And it made the world judge Vegas completely. And by judging Vegas, now people don't go to Vegas to gamble. You can go to Indian reservations in Toronto, Milwaukee. I like Potawatomi up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 99% payout up there. I mean, you don't have to go to Vegas anymore. That's where these casinos and states got some of the best hotels and eateries you can go to now. And a lot of people who've grown now, they grew up listening to Tupac and stuff. And they look at Vegas and go, no, my boy was shot there. I don't want to go there. They try to kill him there anyway. They don't know what happened. And Vegas trying to figure out, you can get a hotel in Vegas. Now, I remember when you couldn't get a hotel in Vegas. I don't care how hard you try. People just went there to eat. They just love going to Vegas to eat at the all-you-can-eat buffet and stuff like that. Look at that mermaid. All right. Well, now they ain't like that. You can find plenty of hotels in Vegas now. People ain't going there. Why? Because a lot of these people grew up during that time of Biggie and Pac. They don't like the fact that they didn't think that Las Vegas did a good job with the investigation into what happened to Tupac, what happened to Suge. And they judged this place. They judged this place as however you want to judge it. I mean, it just didn't come out right. They didn't handle this right. It should have been a better investigation. And they should have tried this win, lose, or draw back when they had it in 96. And then they wouldn't be dealing with it right now. But this desire to wait 30 years later and bring in Keefe D, it has hurt Vegas immensely. Immensely. Billions and billions and billions of dollars are lost because of the way they handled this whole case. Justice from homeboy Nipsey. That's right. It's justice time. Max is fact. You really right? Yeah, we're gonna ride for him because hey, I heard this is why I said about Angie Stone. I wish Angie had a a lot of people now are trying to fill in the gaps, but I'm going off what she said, and she didn't say who it was that she had the problem against. And Angie said, you know what, my problem was against Universal. Then you know what I say we should have banned Universal. You know what, Michael Jackson said he had a problem with Sony. We know exactly what Michael Jackson's problem was. I ain't bought a PlayStation since. I'm not sure I even want to get a PlayStation. I find something suspicious about Michael Jackson's death too. So I ain't that comfortable with anything in Sony and Sony's artists and stuff like that. In the back of my mind, I'm wanting to have anything to do with the downfall of Michael Jackson and stuff like that. I ain't been happy with Sony ever since. You know, Mariah Carey jumping out of windows, Tommy Mottola, Mariah Carey's ex being involved. But it's just some weird things that happen, you know, that Sony will never look the same as it once looked in my eyes anymore, especially when it comes down to Michael Jackson, you know, period. But as Michael said, you know, boycott Sony. Sony probably wouldn't even be a company anymore, but he never said anything. Angie came out. Angie didn't point no finger at nobody. She didn't get no name. As she gave a name, then we could have took drastic measures and done something. You know, we could have like boycotted that company until they gave her children her money. We don't even know who it is because they didn't come out and say it. But Nip said something happened to him. He said, ride for him. That's what he said. That's what he said. And I believe that what happened to Nip, I believe it was all foul. And I believe that other people are involved with this. And now y'all seeing that it's true. The prosecution knew the same thing. The young man's mother is telling you. Tammy Gavin says, have you heard Suge Knight interview? My brother needs to stop talking like that in jail. He's telling a lot of truth like Snoop did. Shoot, I already told y'all Snoop shot that damn kid, Philip Walter Merriam. I did a whole interview on that too as well too. That's why Dr. Dre wouldn't go testify. Had Dre met with the LAPD, Snoop wouldn't have never got charged. That's why I say don't believe that bullshit that him and Jay are all friends like that too. Man, you brought a whole murder case on a guy that you could have said, no, he didn't do that. And Jay wouldn't even get involved. That's the reason why Snoop was charged in the very beginning. And Philip Walter Merriam was Eritrean, what do you want to go by? And Nip was too. That's the truth. So, you know, ain't no question about that. Dre just said, you know what? What's that guy's name? I can't even think of the bodyguard's name. Malik. I think his name is Malik. Forgive me if I'm butchering it. Malik. You know, I don't know why Malik took that charge like that, man. He took that charge. But Snoop didn't get off the hook because of that. Snoop got off the hook because of Rafael Perez, David Mack, and those guys stealing out of the evidence locker room. So when they were looking for evidence to put Snoop away forever, evidence that the prosecution needed was missing from the locker room that they stored evidence in. That's how Snoop Dogg got found not guilty. They knew Rafael Perez, David Mack, them was stealing out the damn locker room. And like Suge said, Suge told you, he paid them. Y'all heard it? Suge said that. He paid them to go steal evidence out the locker room. That's why I said my man need to be cool with his information that he's sharing on social media. But y'all heard him say it. Now they can bring Suge Knight up on more charges because he said he paid for this to happen and that them to steal evidence out the locker room. He confessed all on social media now in the name of trying to defend himself. He confessed that he paid the DA to mess up the case so Snoop would be found innocent. Now, Suge said that. I keep telling y'all, these people come on social media and they just tell everything. 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 Those dudes kill big and pop. That's what I'm saying, man. Don't worry. I know they're out there, but I'm telling you, as y'all see in these cases, what's done in the dark is going to come to the light. I just wish Miss Wallace could have been alive to see justice served in her son's situation. I really thought that she was going to be the one to make it and see it. And he said he paid for music awards too. Yeah, that's how you get them awards, man. I got my own publishing company. Suge ain't lying. This is the reason why they didn't know what to do with Suge from the beginning, because Suge knew too much. And the more Snoop Dogg and them agitate him, the more he gonna let out. Eventually, he gonna say something that they ain't gonna be able to take back. They're trying to get at my dog, and Snoop ended up being one Death Row Records. He had his own company, Doggy Style, that failed. Now he wants Suge Knight's creation. That was a dumbass business choice. You can't think of your name and make your company. You want to steal another man's company and stuff that his blood, sweat, and tears built, and it wasn't for him. You wouldn't even know who your ass was. These dots are starting to connect. It is starting to connect. And what you're finding is a well-oiled machine that's been in place for a long time. Bashir Akiwa, let him keep talking so they all can be in jail. That's what's going to happen. They're coming on telling themselves. I'm like, man, what are they thinking? They're telling on themselves. Now you got Suge tell me, yeah, I paid the DA. Hell yeah, I paid him to steal evidence out the evidence locker room. Like, I cannot believe this. Yeah, how you like that, Snoop Dogg? I'm like, why is Suge saying stuff like they can still bring him up on that? Mac said, amen, indeed. What evil done in darkness will come to the light. And it's coming to the light. Partly because these people were nice people. Nip was a cool dude, and he didn't deserve none of that stuff that happened to him. Biggie definitely didn't deserve it. Out of all of this stuff. What the one thing you'll learn if you look into this stuff, that Biggie was just killed for nothing, just a casualty of war to make it look like something that it really wasn't. But he could have did more. He could have spit more bars, and I'm sure that Puffy made him go back and change that song "Who Shot You," but it still wasn't written. When folks try to make it look like he was coming to Pac, that ain't true. That song was written before that. And so to me, just the innocent people that were trapped up in this thing, their blood is crying for justice. For justice. Jimmy Gamer says Snoop only got 2 albums, The Chronic and The Chronic 2, which was named Doggy. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And the whole time this guy been alive, got a couple little projects. I didn't even like them projects Master P and them. I didn't. He never bounced back from the height of his first album. He may have made some money with Master P. I say for what? Because I don't like neither one of them albums he did with Master P. No Limit. But it's weird. I like every album Tupac did. I like every album Pac did. I don't think I ever heard any song that Pac was on that I don't like. You know what? I think Tupac may be the only artist in that category that I have never heard one song that Tupac was on that I didn't like. I like everything that Pac ever did, from his first album to the last thing he did. And every song in between there. Yeah, those albums he did on No Limit was trash. Exactly. Hell, some of those songs I don't even remember. I saw a couple of the videos when they came out, but I don't remember those songs he did on No Limit. But to me, he never even got past his first album, or with 187 with Dre. Snoop Dogg never rose above that, period, whatsoever. And he also didn't like Tupac took over Death Row when he got there. Yeah, I don't know if Tupac took over, but to me, Suge found what he was looking for in an artist like Tupac and gave Tupac the keys to the kingdom. And that made people jealous. You know, he gave him the keys to the kingdom. He found what he was looking for. He found him an actor, found him a poet. He found a worldwide figure, and he was going to try and ride it till it took him all the way to the top. And it didn't work that way. Didn't work that way. He had too many jealous people around him, too many people trying to set him up and sabotage everything that he was trying to do. So nevertheless, we are here looking at some of the stuff that led Big U on his downfall. And it's a bad time to be a rolling 60 Crip, be it in Georgia, be it in California. Y'all need to do something and steer clear of this, because if Feds ain't playing, they are slinging around Rico. They're slinging around Rico, man. And they're becoming like the Mountie. They are getting their man. Woo! Or woman, don't make a difference. They're getting that man, they're getting that woman. And so that's some of the stuff that we went over, and y'all heard from Rashad Williams' mom that somewhere in her son's situation, y'all gonna see that they're bringing Nip Hussle's case in it as well too. Get all it out. Nevertheless, my subs and followers, as usual, one nation.
That's what we see Jay-Z has done. That's what we see Puff has done. The music don't become how you pay the bills. It's a lot of pressure off of it. You got other things bringing in income, you can make music.
This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face. Like what the fuck is going on? Who told you that song and did you know all along? And why did your bitch sell that painting 2 weeks after he was gone? I'm gonna tell you what it feels like. It feels a little fishy. Feels like something's going on ever since that John Legend song and college prediction of a Grammy. If you ask me, I can't stand him. Seems a little weird. Question number 1, why is there no blood? Question number 2, Sam left in the AM is true, but you're talking about the shits all up in the afternoon. Don't trip, we're gonna find out the truth soon. Who did what to who? Did they plan to eat the chili fries or was it just a surprise? Can you see the lies a witness in a cowboy's eyes? Are we gonna just sit here and forget? Are we gonna ride like Nip said? It's a little weird that the judge quit. Handing out immunities like candy makes me sick. I got a lot of unanswered questions like, why's the footage all grit and I can't see shit? Who the fuck is that white man in that white BMW? Probably was the FBI. Yeah, I noticed that white guy, and I noticed the car wasn't in the pictures when they showed them afterwards. They thought we would forget. They got that shit backwards. They weren't expecting me to drop this track and raise all these questions with my Mac words. I'm really mobbing through LA smoking backwoods. I've been doing this shit all my life. TMC, AMI. You might just see an empty parking lot when you ride by. Well, me, I see way more. I see an independently owned store. I see the community taking power back, whether you're white, Mexican, Asian, or black. As long as you're not blue. Good ones, there might be a few, but from my life experience, I'm like, fuck that. I'm not defending Eric, but what's the fucking delay? They requested a quick trial, it's been over 800 days. They try to distract us in so many clever, creative ways. Yeah, you got your Grammy, and now you're a billionaire. But what about the families that are still living there? Seems a little unfair, just a little something to compare. I never seen a fireman wearing a bulletproof vest. Yes, the shit to me seems a little suspect. The shit's a little weird. Crisis actors taking away our fathers, making our child some bastards, killing creative men and women for their masters. The waves that Nip wrote in, you didn't know when it began. A bunch of new chapters. You didn't think about what would happen after. We would put the pieces together on your transparent bullshit. I can see right through it, like the clear blue sky in the LA sunny weather, where the palm trees swing side to side and we ride together on a white horse or a double R hearse in a foreign car. Either way, you gotta be on guard because they're on tap for anyone who's brown or black with tats. Everybody sees it, but nobody wants to attack. It's sad if you ask. We all gotta blast back. We're in the game, but we can't touch the ball. Seems a little unfair if you ask me, that's all. So take your ignorant ass to YouTube and type in Tanique Reviews to get the real news. We're doing the shit for justice, not views. Sharing knowledge and coming together, that's the real tool. He tried to lead us to the lake, so don't sleep on the knowledge that he gave to me and you. He wanted us to learn from his mistakes, so with our new knowledge, good decisions we could make. And also one thing I wanted to say myself, they killed Dr. Sebi because he was teaching health. Assassins, they come in all shapes and sizes, big booties, hips and thighs. Oh, your Diddy's girl, right? Oh yeah, John Legend, some things happen at your video shoot. I got a couple questions for you. All those strings you pulled, you still can't make a rap hit. You punk ass little bitch, you probably got a little dick. All the shit that you have to did. This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face. This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face.